Hi there, students. To cleave, to cleave. Cleave, cleft, cleft, or cleave, cleaved, cleaved, or cleave, clove, cloven. Wow. Okay, to cleave actually has two different meanings, and it comes from two different origins. Firstly, to cleave, to break into two, to separate something, often with violence. So he took an axe and he clove the piece of wood in two. So to cleave, you have a cleft in a rock, a split, a crack, or perhaps somebody could have a cleft chin, where they've got this little cut between the two parts of their chin. I think that rather reminds me of Kirk Douglas. Okay, so to cleave something in two, to cut it in two. And then the other meaning of cleave is to stick together, to cling together. So the child cleaved to its mother. The child was cleaving to its mother. Notice this meaning of cleave, cleave, cleaved, cleaved, a regular verb. Whereas the one to split, either cleave, cleaved, cleaved, a regular verb, or cleaved, clove, or cleft, and cloven. So to cleave to stick to. Despite the difficulties, I recommended that he cleave to his principles, he stick to his principles, and not to leave them. So to cleave, to split in two, to break into two. If a piece of wood is brittle, it will cleave easily. He decided to cleave a path through the ice, to cut, to accomplish something as if by cutting, to split, to sever, particularly if it's going along the natural grain. Particularly a piece of wood, taking a large axe and cleave it, he clove the log in two for firewood. Then cloven. The cloven normally appears in this phrase, cloven foot, or cloven hoof. Let's see, a goat has a cloven hoof. It's like it's separated like this, cloven. And this very often is used to refer to the devil as well. So I could see his cloven hoof. The cloven foot of the devil soon came through when he was in charge. Okay, so let's see. Cleave, cleaved, or clove, and then cleave. The past participle, I have cleaved, I have cloven, or I have cleft. But to split into two, to divide into two parts, they found a crack in the stone and cleaved the stone along that crack. And then to continue with something, to stick to, cleave to your principles, cleave to your ideals. Don't give up. Stick to them. Follow them through. Okay, so cleave, to break something into two. Okay, cleft, a space, a crack in two things. So there was a cleft in the rock. It's partially split. It's divided halfway. You even have a cleavage. A lady's cleavage is where the breasts meet, or the Dagenham cleavage, the buttocks as well. Okay, so to cleave, to split with a sharp instrument, to sever something along a line, or to cleave together, to stick together. Now let's see, as to origin, the split word comes from kleofan in Old English, to split, from klubana in Proto-Germanic, whereas to stick to comes from Old English cliffian, klibana in Proto-Germanic, sticking together, to cleave to something. So the child was cleaving to its mother. It wouldn't leave. It wouldn't move away. So formality. I think I'm going to give all of these words a 6.5, maybe a 7 in formality. Semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, or something more formal as well. So, cleave.